Hello, sixth graders. This is Mr. Shearer, and indeed, we are doing percents again today. We're on day 3 of this topic. And again, I'm going to recommend a calculator for today's work. So it's heavily recommended that you do use a calculator today, and it is another worksheet assignment today. So very similar to your last assignment, it's a worksheet PDF, and then you put your answers on the answer key. All right, so we're going to start with a recap of what we already know about percents. Well, we know percents are out of 100. They make everything out of 100. So the example I keep using is if you get 20 out of 25 questions on a test, what a percent does is it says you would have gotten 80 out of 100. We also know percents are 2 decimal places. So to change a decimal into a percent, you move the decimal 2 to the right. And to go from a percent to a decimal, you would imagine a decimal here and move it 2 to the left. We have done the first type of question. We found the part, so that was whole times percent, and we had to write the percent as a decimal. So the example would be, what is 32% of 150? It's a multiplication question. You go 0.32, the percent, times the whole, 150, and that equaled the part of 48. Last assignment, we found the percent, which was found by going part divided by whole. So 18 is what percent of 30? You guys did 18 divided by 30 equals 0.6, and then you just had to know to read it as a percent. So you'll get a decimal answer on these, and you just have to know that 0.6 is 60%. And lastly, we know that there's a trick you can do for single sentence questions. Is usually refers to part, of refers to the whole. So there's no question in the example here, it's just a statement. 9 is, that's the part, 25 is the percent of 36, which is the whole amount. So 9 represents part, you can tell by the little is. 36 represents whole, you can tell by the of. All right, again, there's 3 types of percent problems. You always get 2 out of 3 pieces of information, and you're looking for the missing piece. So this example I keep coming back to is Ryder's test. He got 27 questions right. That's the part. There was 30 total questions. That's the whole amount. His score was 90, which is the percent. You always get 2 out of 3 of these, and you've got to find first what you're looking for, part, whole, or percent, and then you got to solve. So this was the first type of question we did where you had to find the part. Ryder had 30, that's the whole amount. Questions on a test, you got 90, that's the percent right. How many questions did you get right? You're looking for the part. Last assignment was this type of question. Ryder had 30, that's the total or the whole amount. Questions on a test, he got 27, which is the part. Questions right, what percent did he earn? So on the last assignment, you were looking for percent, which brings us to today, where you're looking for the whole amount. Ryder had a test. He got 27, which is the part, questions right. He got 90, which is the percent. So on these questions today, you've got the part and the percent, and you're looking for the total or the whole amount. So as always, I like to recommend the percent triangle. Part goes on top, whole bottom left, percent bottom right. And you use this by covering up what you're looking for. So today we're going to be looking for the whole amount. So you're going to do part divided by percent. And that's for your entire problems today. Your entire lesson today will be this. And that'll give you the whole amount. So again, it's part divided by percent. That gives you the whole amount. And then quick reminder, part usually has the word is next to it. This is just for the single sentence questions. Whole usually has the word of next to it, and percent's got a percent symbol. Let's just jump in. 60 is 20% of what number? So you're looking for the whole amount. So remind yourself, cover up the whole amount. It's part divided by percent. So step 1 is think of the percent as a decimal. So 20% is 0.2. Step 2, divide the part by the percent. 6 divided by 0.2 gives you 30, which is the answer. 6 is 20% of 30. It gives you that original amount or that whole amount. It's part divided by percent, and you write the percent as a decimal. Let's try another. 90 is 32% of what number? You're looking for the whole amount. So first, think of that percent as a decimal. 32% is 0.32. We're going to divide the part by the percent. 90 divided by 0.32 is 281.25, or 281 and 25 hundredths. Again, it was just part divided by percent. And you write the percent as a decimal. Okay, here's a third example. 105% of what number is 84? So in all of these, you're looking for the whole amount. And just pay special attention when you have a percent over 100 or less than 1. In this case, it's over 100. So 105% would be 1.05 as a decimal. And then you're going to divide the part, 84, by 1.05, and you get 80. And again, the original amount, or the whole, is actually smaller than the part in this case, because the percent's over 100. So the answer is 80. Two more. 0.6 is what percent of 0.444? Well, we know we've got the percent and we've got the is, so we know we have the part, so we know it's part divided by percent. I've got to think of 0.6% as a decimal, and even though it's 0.6, you still move the decimals 2 to the left, and 0.6% is equal to 0.006. It's less than 1%. So I'm still dividing part by percent. So 0.444 divided by 0.006 gives you your answer of 74. And your last question in this video, 18 of what percent of what number is 27? So last time, think of the percent as a decimal. 18% is 0.18. We're going to divide the part by the percent. So 27 divided by 0.18 gives you an answer of 150. Oh, I guess I got one more story problem. If Pedro paid 70% for a shirt on sale and he paid $28, then what was the original cost of the shirt? This is a very common type of question where they give you some clothing on a lot of test questions. They'll give you clothing. They'll tell you what percent somebody paid. And then instead of saying whole, they ask for the original amount or original cost. So 28 is the part and 70 is the percent. So we're looking for the total. Think of that percent as a decimal. 0.7 is 70%. And then it would be the same process. 28 divided by 0.7, which is going to give you an original amount or an original cost of $40. All right, guys. As always, feel free to email with questions. Stick around at the meet today. We're going to be working again, same process we've been doing, where today we'll work through the worksheet together on the meet because it's a new concept. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.